This round, heavy. Work. Let's work. Come on now, get active. And 30 to go. We're here to work. Let's go. All right, you know we can get a little bit better, so that's what we're gonna do. All right, some sweet science. Let's go. Work with your hands. There, it's starting to fall apart. I love it. Dominated today. Good work. Yeah, that's it. Work on that boxing damage. I love it. Come on now, let's go! Oh, nice punch. Nice punch. He felt that one. Let's go. 30 on the clock. Good work with your hands. Yes, that's what I'm talking about. He's starting to fall apart. Excellent job today. Better than last time, and it'll be better next time.
Coming up next, it's a UFC light heavyweight division encounter. All right, so here he is, one of the better offensive takedown guys we have in the UFC, DC. And if anyone is well-equipped to speak to this, it is you. The opponent knows what's coming. At least to this point in the UFC, no one's been able to stop him.
He just has to keep him away. Because the moment this guy gets close enough to either grab a leg or make body contact, now you're in trouble. He has a knowledge and an understanding of position from a lifetime of just all grappling, judo, wrestling, sambo. He does it all, and he has just so many ways to get you to the floor. This guy once told me that if he can get your leg, he's going to finish. Because he's going to give you so many things to think about, you will not be able to process and keep up with him, and eventually you're on the mat. It's unbelievable to watch him apply that knowledge to the mixed martial arts fight.
And as the wrestlers say, this is not a guy you want anywhere near your bracket.
No, you don't want him in the bracket.
Well, pretty much every time out in the UFC, DC, this man has put on a striking clinic, and that is his methodology coming in here tonight. He'll try to keep the fight on the feet.
And that's why we tune in, right? That's why we tune in. We tune in to see guys that are dynamic. We tune in for the speed. We tune in for the knowledge of the striking game, the ability to set traps, the ability to find the jab, the ability to find the right hand, the right kick, the left kick, the knees, the elbows. He truly uses every weapon that he has in his arsenal to try and finish his opponents. You make one mistake, night's over. You cannot make mistakes against a guy that has the striking acumen of this guy right here.
And the jab is not as underutilized a weapon as it was in MMA, say 5 or 7 years ago, but he's got as good a jab as anyone in the business, and that is where all of his striking flows off of. We'll see how it goes for him in this matchup tonight. Our tail of the tape for this light heavyweight tilt. So more than 10 years apart, these two fighters, with similar height and reach. To get us started with the official introductions, we go inside to the veteran voice of the Octagon. Here's Bruce Buffer.
Light heavyweight division. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, a wrestler holding a professional record of 4 wins, 1 loss. He stands 6 feet 1 inch tall, weighing in at 205 pounds. Blood. And now introducing his opponent, fighting out of the red corner. This man is a Muay Thai kickboxer holding a professional record of 2 wins, 2 losses. He stands 6 feet tall, weighing in at 205 pounds. Gokhan, the Rebel Saki. And when the action begins, our referee in charge of the Octagon is Herb Dean.
Herb Dean, our third man in the Octagon for this one.
Ready. You ready to fight? Let's do it.
All right, ready to go for round 1, and to the surprise of some, he won his last fight by submission. So with momentum, he enters this, the highest profile spot of his career, trying to keep that obvious momentum going. Can he realize a UFC title shot by the end of the year? That remains to be seen. But if his last performance was any indication, the ceiling is championship for this young contender. Well, perhaps a sign of things to come as he lands a kick there.
Nice kick landed by this gentleman. He needs to start looking to finish now because he's got his opponent hurt very bad.
Oh, big left. Oh, straight right. Now goes in and secures the takedown. Well, he's up, but he is hurting for certain. The finish could come at any time.
Big punch lands. Ooh.
Ooh. Big knee lands there. Oh!
Oh, beautiful level change.
Create a scramble. Let's go.
Man, isn't it fun to watch this dude work on the mat?
He's unbelievable how fluid he is in his motions on the mat.
Oh, he is up, but man, is he hurting. A finish could come here at any time.
Big, powerful punch lands. Now we get back to range. Oh!
Nice job to reverse position on the ground.
It was bad, but now it's not so bad. What a fantastic sweep.
Control the wrist, grab the wrist, grab the wrist.
Well, there are few things more fun to watch in mixed martial arts than these type of transitions and scrambles on the ground.
High-level grappling can really be entertaining.
Well, he's got his back now.
Let's go. Finish him off.
I love watching this guy move on the ground. Another nice transition there.
Such a high-level grappler. You don't see that very often.
Oh, big combination of ground and pound strikes here, DC. This could be the beginning.
Careful when you take these big ground and pound strikes. You need a controlled posture on the bottom. And if you're the top guy, the guy that's looking to finish, continue to gain posture and rain down big strikes on your opponent.
Now he'll try to start attacking a rear naked choke from the top position.
He is doing a really good job of relaxing, not panicking because he's getting choked. Oh, he might have got him with a choke.
You gotta scramble. You gotta scramble. I want to see a scramble.
There is the tap. So he submits courtesy of the rear naked choke. That guy's got a squeeze on him.
He does a great job securing the position, getting under the neck, and then hiding his hands in order to get the finish. Fantastic performance by this fighter.
He's done. He's done.
Well, you can tell he has been working hard on his submissions in his training camp. That was a near-perfect setup on that choke. Sunk it in deep, and the opponent had no choice but to tap out or go to sleep. He chose to tap out. All right, let's take a look back at the replay as he gets it done by submission tonight, champ.
Just watch how slowly he approaches the submission, though. He never rushes. He takes his time, but it's his trickiness. It's his ability to trick people into going to the floor with him that puts them in danger and finishes the fight.
All right, Bruce Buffer is in there with the official
referee
decision.
Herb Dean has called a stop to this contest at 3 minutes, 3 seconds of the very first round. Declaring the winner by tap out.
Well, the celebration is on in his corner, and hard to blame these guys, sort of waiting to exhale, get a huge win tonight, and not just the win, but they get it by submission.
They knew what they had in front of them. They knew how tough a competitor his opponent was, but they also knew that if they could get this fight to the ground, they could find a submission. They found a submission. He got his hand raised in the way that he loves the most.
Coming up next, it's a UFC light heavyweight division encounter. Well, it's always tough when you draw that high-level wrestler who has a lifetime of experience in a one-on-one competitive situation. Prevailing wisdom is he'll have the wrestling advantage in this one tonight.
As his dad said, the moment he introduced him to the sport, he knew that he was made to be a wrestler. The kid slept in his headgear. He only wants to wrestle, and by doing that, he puts you in danger. He's constantly in your face, constantly trying to dig at your gas tank. He goes from transition to transition, single to double to high crotch. It does not matter the attack. He just knows that he will give you so much to process in terms of the wrestling that eventually he will get you to the ground.
You ever sleep in your headgear?
I sleep in my headgear.
All the time?
All the time.
All right, big one for him here tonight. Let's get to it. Well, it's always exciting when you have such a high-level Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu practitioner. This man has been a master of the submission in the UFC, and even though a lot of people know what's coming, more often than not, they're unable to stop it.
Because the knowledge of the jiu-jitsu game is truly something that it's hard to replicate when a guy is as good as he is. I mean, he will jump for a triangle. He will jump for an armbar. And as you slam him to the ground, he starts to understand, okay, I'm right where I need you right now. This is when the game starts for him. If he doesn't secure that submission, he gets you where he needs you to be in order to start to really make you drown. It's like going in deep water and getting pulled down over and over again, because every time you think, if I do this, it'll make it better, it just makes it worse.
And best of luck trying to find a training partner to simulate this guy in the gym.
It can't happen, and it won't happen.
Our tail of the tape for this light heavyweight tilt. So a more than 5-year gap between these two fighters when it comes to the age, with similar height and reach. All right, now for the particulars, here's Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this fight is 3 rounds in the UFC light heavyweight division. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner. This man is a wrestler, holding a professional record of 5 wins, 1 loss. He stands 6 feet 1 inch tall, weighing in at 205 pounds. Blood. And now introducing his opponent, fighting out of the red corner, a jiu-jitsu fighter, holding a professional record of 17 wins, 8 losses, and 1 draw. He stands 6 feet 3 inches tall, weighing in at 205 pounds. Paul Berju Craig! And when the action begins, our referee in charge of the octagon is Yves Lavigne.
The veteran Yves Lavigne draws the assignment here.
Are you ready? Are you ready?
With no shortage of momentum, he is back tonight, ladies and gentlemen, with much fanfare. Round 1 is underway. He has won his last 3 fights by submission. I don't have to tell the avid fans that, of course, as this man has seen his popularity soar. Now he tries to extend the winning streak to 4, and if he can extend it by submission, shades of Damian Maia when he first debuted in the UFC, maybe this guy's nearing a UFC title fight. Perhaps that's a little bit premature. Remains to be seen. We'll see if he can keep his winning ways going here in a matter of moments.
Nice elbow.
Well, you gotta be working off of your back. He's certainly doing so here. Nice punch. Posturing up now.
And now the damage is about to start.
Close guard.
Trying to recover full guard there.
Misses again with a right punch. And he lands a punch there. Pretty good connection by him.
Great connection. He's in a great flow right now.
Rock'em sock him out of the chute here. Oh, collar tie. Man, he's just got a great feel for the striking realm early in this one.
Oh!
Might be a submission attempt here, champ.
I mean, you cannot sit in a full guard. When you sit in the full guard, you give these guys so many opportunities.
Push him off! Push him off!
All right, he's very comfortable fighting off his back, DC. Now looks like he's trying to hip escape.
Yeah, he's trying to hip escape, or maybe looking for a Kimura here.
Close guard. It's the elbow there. All the ground and pound strikes continue to rain down. The opponent better move out of harm's way. The referee's going to stop this thing.
He better start to move. And when his opponent starts to posture, he needs to put his feet on the hip, push him away to try to escape this very, very dangerous position.
Well, there are few things more fun to watch in mixed martial arts than these type of transitions and scrambles on the ground.
High-level grappling.
Oh,
disguise
really that. Nice trip to get the takedown from the clinch. Right, close guard now. All right, stack guard here now. The feet are on the hips, DC. So for the top fighter, this is not at all ideal.
No, this is not ideal. Because now he has to try and stop his opponent from kicking him away. How do you do that? You attack the feet. You start grabbing the feet with the hands, lead with your hips, grab the feet with the hands, pass the feet to the side, and start to lead with your knee to try to get into side control. He's throwing every part of himself into these big leg kicks.
Both guys really throwing with authority. Well, the octagon, not a great place to be when you're looking for a rest or a stool. His stamina has been a huge issue tonight.
It's abandoned him, but he did it. He tried. He fought as hard as he could for as long as he could. Now it's about survival.
Man, he's timing his shots nicely. It's like Tom Brady out there. He hasn't missed the targets.
I mean, you insist on bringing in Tom Brady. Stop it. John, stop it. Good stick.
Throws a big right hand, but doesn't find its home. Stuffs the takedown there. How good is his takedown defense?
We can win this round. I need you to get the takedown.
Oh, and there he goes, working off that jab again. How's your jab, DC?
I mean, the jab's nice. I love throwing the jab. But you realize that as MMA evolves, guys will start to fight behind a very educated jab. It's just like boxing. The most thrown punch, the first one you learn is a jab.
Right.
And in MMA, guys are starting to take that same approach because it is such an effective weapon. Wow, actually got the takedown.
Trying to guard pass here, not today.
No, it ain't happening. Good job understanding the transition.
Now he's got the Muay Thai block.
If your opponent has you in the clinch, pulling down on your head, landing punch after punch, you have got to clear that collar tie, reach back inside, and try to find space.
Stuffs that takedown attempt without issue.
Big, powerful punch lands. Now he gets back in range.
Master of the transition. Nice scramble. All right, he closes the distance, gets the single collar tie.
Oh!
10 seconds left. I need you to finish hard. Finish hard.
5 minutes in the book. Brilliant submission defense there.
Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Hey, you won that round big, okay? Huge. You gotta keep going out.
All right, let's look back at some of the action in that round, DC. All right, so we'll see how it goes here in this round. Previous round, it was all him just taking his opponent down really every time he entered.
Yeah, every time he got in on the leg, he was able to secure a finish. And that is the idea you want as a wrestler.
He might get a finish here.
He'll start to pull down on the head, and you'll have no choice but to tap.
Goes upstairs for an elbow.
He got it. He got it, John.
How about it? Gets the win by submission. Beautifully executed there on the ground. All right, let's take a look back at the replay as he gets it done by submission tonight, champ.
I mean, you know, this guy has such a great submission game that you cannot lay in his guard. He's so skilled, he's so tricky, and he's so good at weaving a web that gets you lost in it that he made him pay for it tonight and got the submission victory.
So there he is, your winner by submission. That could hold up as one of the better subs of the year. Near perfect execution tonight.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Yves Leving has called a stop to this contest at 1 minute, 24 seconds of round number 2. For the winner by submission,
all right, so there he is, all smiles, and rightfully so after he gets the job done by submission tonight. You told me off the air before the fight that he was going to submit him, and that's exactly what happened, man.
I mean, you know, this guy has such a great submission game that you cannot lay in his guard. And his opponent is known to lay in the guard. He made him pay for it tonight and got the submission victory.
I want to see you kill it today. Let's go in there and crush it. You gotta work for that. Really impressed with your performance today. Great job. means you dictate where the fight goes. It can stay on the feet, or in a second, get taken to the ground. That's the power of wrestling. Hey, you're coming along really well. Yep. Keep doing that. More of those. Settle down there. Let's work. Nice level change there, just like that. Keep pushing. Keep pushing. Here you go. Let's transition. Yes. 10 to go. That was nice. I like the way you drove from the hips and exploded into that takedown. To the mat. From there, you dictate where the fight goes. For this drill, I want you to park on top this whole time. Good, good. He can't get you down. Let's go. Beautiful defense. I love it. Man, your next opponent is gonna be no match for you. I love it. Great pressure. Settle down there. Let's work. Nice timing. I like it. Yes. 30 seconds. Let's go. Not bad. That was nice. I like the way you drove from the hips and exploded into that takedown.
Coming up next in the UFC light heavyweight division encounter. Well, this guy has truly made the takedown a thing of beauty in mixed martial arts. With respect to yourself and George St. Pierre and the truly great takedown artists, this guy's closing the gap and entering that company in the eyes of many.
Oh, absolutely, because he's done such a great job of timing takedowns. I haven't seen anyone so good at slipping a jab into a takedown since George St. Pierre.
Right.
He does a phenomenal job of getting from step one to step two before his opponent even realizes now he's in on my leg. And if they do get their hips back, immediately he's up into a foot sweep or a headlock or an inside trip. It's just so many different ways for him to get you to the floor that he will throw every single one at you every single time.
And a lot of fighters talk about that wrestling maintenance and how hard it is, right, over the course of a career to continue to drill those things. He talks a lot about that, and that's why he's continued to realize success here in the UFC. All right, here he is. For my money, might be the most well-rounded fighter in this division, a true mixed martial artist at his core, and he believes he'll have a lot of advantages in this matchup tonight.
Everyone talked about him being well-rounded. It's unbelievable to watch a guy that can do everything across the board at such a high level.
Yeah, he's comfortable wherever the fight goes. Maybe he'll grapple tonight, maybe he'll strike. Makes him a hard guy to prepare for. And now our tale of the tape for this light heavyweight fight. Rockhold is 11 years the elder. He is 2 inches taller. He will have a 2-inch reach advantage. All right, to get us started with the official introductions, here is Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this fight is 3 rounds in the UFC light heavyweight division. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, a wrestler holding a professional record of 6 wins, 1 loss. He stands 6 feet 1 inch tall, weighing in at 205 pounds. Blood. And now introducing his opponent, fighting out of the red corner, a mixed martial artist holding a professional record of 18 wins, 7 losses. He stands 6 feet 3 inches tall, weighing in at 205 pounds. Fighting out of Santa Cruz, California, Luke Rockhold. And when the action begins, our referee in charge of the octagon is Dan Miragliotta.
So Dan Miragliotta shares the cage.
You ready? All right, are you ready?
All right, here we go with round 1, and all eyes are on the submission magician. Shades of Damian Maia. Of course, he has won the majority of his recent fights by way of submission, and a number of different methods of victory to boot. So now fighting a guy with legitimate Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu defense. We'll see if he can find a way to secure a submission and propel his career to the next level. Oh, and he lands another leg kick there. He's already landed several in this round, and the damage is really starting to... Oh, nice. Well, he caught the kick there and then counters with the takedown. So a lot of fighters, when they catch that kick, will move immediately into the takedown, and it worked out for him.
It worked out great. Caught the leg, drove right into his opponent, and put him on his back.
All right, so inside the open guard of his opponent. You got to be careful playing around for too long here on the ground with this guy. Well, you got to be working off of your back. He's certainly doing so here. Nice punch. Oh, nice job to reverse position on the ground.
It was bad, but now it's not so bad. What a fantastic sweep.
Looks like Rockhold's got the full mount. Stuffs the takedown there. How good is he? The ankle pick now to get him down, DC. We'll see how he chooses chooses to proceed from here.
Got the ankle pick. Let's see how he advances from this position.
Oh, nice connection there with a punch, DC.
Great timing to land that punch.
Well, if you like Muay Thai striking, this might quick level change.
Oh,
DC.
he went single, rotated head outside. This dude's going for a ride.
Oh.
Nice big takedown. What a technique. What a takedown. Great high impact stuff.
You could feel the canvas reverberating here at the
I
broadcast.
mean, right there. Boom, 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 boom. It's like me running everywhere, John.
Well, he continues to do a nice job here defensively, protecting his head, raising the guard, and really frustrating the offensive fighter a little bit.
Lesson 1 in boxing class, hands up, chin down.
Allows him to get right back up.
He did a great job securing that ankle pick, but did not react quick enough to secure top position.
All right, so just like that, back to a standing position. We will see who has the advantage. Oh, and he caught the kick. Kevin, just like he showed up with us on Thursday, catches the kick, counters beautifully with the takedown.
He did a great job countering with that nice takedown. Great fight IQ, seeing that kick coming and turning it into his offense.
Now trying to hip escape.
He's just trying to move out of this position off the bottom.
It's okay. Breathe. You can get out of there. Come on.
Then he's out. Strong bottom work here, staying busy. Well, there are few things more fun to watch in mixed martial arts than these type of transitions and scrambles on the ground.
High-level grappling can really be entertaining.
Hey, scramble, get up.
Oh, that hurts to watch. Another leg kick lands flush, really causing a lot of damage to those legs of his opponent.
Yeah, he's doing a great job of landing the leg kicks, but he
Oh, and now the hip toss in a great position now to dole out damage.
did a great job of stepping all the way across to get that hip toss. Now look for him to start chasing down a submission.
Scramble up.
90 seconds remain in the round. Both fighters get up now. Oh, how about the speed on that reversal there? I mean, I know you can get out of some bad spots, but not with that type of speed.
You cannot allow him to get leverage on the bottom. What a sweep.
All right, great position for him here. He's got the full mount. See if he can get that ground and pound going.
Oh, he's got to get it going, but he can't rush. A lot of times, guys get in the full mount and they rush, they get nervous. They're like, oh my goodness, I'm winning. Reality is, you're winning, but it can change in a matter of seconds because then they can be gone. He's got to drop his hips, be really heavy at the opponent's base, and then just start to work. Make the opponent give his back so that he can try to get his chokes off or find great ground and pound, but very patient ground and pound from such a dominant position.
Oh, he postured up there, gained some valuable separation.
And now the ground and pound starts.
Oh, he knees the body here in side mount. Nicely played. "20 seconds to go in round one. Outstanding ground and pound here. Somewhat of a lost art in MMA, at least in terms of making sure that every strike counts. Not an issue for him.
He's making every single one of them count. He is not pity-patting. He's not touching. Every punch that lands, he wants you to feel it.
Posturing up now.
And now the damage.
All right, so there's the end of the round. A lot of high-level action, and if you like the takedown game, as my boy Daniel Cormier does, you enjoy that round.
It's like we're watching the NCAA wrestling tournament. It's takedown after takedown. He's fighting his fight. He's able to change levels, drive into his opponent, and secure takedown after takedown.
All right, round two.
Big, powerful punch lands. Now he gets back to range. He's throwing every part of himself into these big leg kicks.
Oh, that is a nice straight punch by him there. He's got it all going tonight.
No wasted actions, no loopy punches. He's going right to the target.
And they separate.
Oh, my Lord.
Oh!
Dude's hurt. Serve him
Oh,
up.
transition to the ankle pick. Now we will see where he goes from here.
Got the ankle pick. Let's see how he advances from this position.
Doesn't gain top position.
What a beautiful takedown. He just waited for 1 second, and his opponent reacted before he could secure top position.
Rock holds, hook shot blocked. That one was telegraphed. job by the defense. Oh, collar tie.
I mean, this guy is really focused on those punches to the head inside of the clinch.
Well, he has certainly found the range and staying pretty busy here on it.
He's being busy, but it's also the timing and the accuracy that's allowing him to land so many attacks. What a punch.
Well, he's been pretty accurate and potentially a critical takedown here. Rockhold's looking to go from the full to the half guard here. Opponent not having it. Oh, reversal here, DC.
What a way to switch the position. Fantastic movement by the bottom.
A lot of top pressure being applied here. Elbow lands for him.
He's putting him in exactly the positions he needs to be in right now. He's able to relax here. And he understands, being a veteran of so many fights, that as long as he's on top, he's winning. He feels like he's winning here.
Ground and pound strike there now. Look at the torso on the right side. Major bruising, and it's only getting worse. Lands the ground and pound strike. Pretty good work with the strikes here off of his back by Rockhold. Able to land the single ground strike there. So we have passed the midway point in the fight. Connects with a right hand. Pretty good punch, that one.
Nice right punch by this young man. Big kick land.
Well, from a striking standpoint, he has put it all together tonight. He has landed a ton of significant strikes, and pretty easy fight, I would think, for the judges to score.
It's a pretty easy fight to score. Tonight was a night where everything went right, and that doesn't happen very often.
Well, he has really picked up the pace here in round two. Much more aggressive than we saw. Oh!
He needs to start looking to finish now because he's got his opponent hurt very bad.
Oh, straight right. Now goes in and secures the takedown. Just over a minute to go, round two. All right, DC, half guard position here. You've done a lot of good work in this spot in your career.
Oh, man, I love this position. And you see this fighter today loves it, too. It is the most secure position in fighting. You get an underhook on one side, you keep a half guard on the other, and then you just go to work. It's the safest position, especially for a wrestler.
All right, he's got side control here, DC. You know, he's got a lot of different submissions in his arsenal once this fight gets to the ground. All right, good movement by him here on the ground. He really is a master of these transitions.
He is a master of movement on the ground. You never know where he's going to be.
Oh, the ground and pound strikes continue to rain down. The opponent better move out of harm's way or the referee's going to stop this.
He better start to move, and when his opponent starts to posture, he needs to put his feet on the hip, push him away, to try to escape this very, very dangerous position.
Escape that. We can't hold you.
Oh, wow. Oh!
Hold you there.
No, he falls back into the finishing position.
Fight through it. Fight through it.
Brilliant submission defense there. Side control now, and certainly I would think more offensive options for the bottom fighter than in the half guard.
Absolutely more offensive options, because now you can just start to get away. You can just go to a wrestler stand-up. Get to your knees, post your hands, don't allow him to get his hooks in, right? Really be aware of the hook. But get to your hands, stand up, fight the hands, break away and escape. But it's so much more free-flowing than a half guard in the side control, because all you need to do is just get the opponent's body up, because his legs are just free to move. His legs are not controlling anything. His legs are just free, so you have more freedom to use yours.